Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Peaky Rambler here, and I'm coming to you from the heart of Montgomery, Alabama. Now this is a city that has so much history, from Civil War to civil rights. You name it, it happened here. But today in this video, we're talking about something a little different. We're talking music history. We're going to talk to you about the man, the hillbilly Shakespeare. If you haven't figured it out yet, here he is. Mr. Hank Williams. And guys, this is a true legend. Some would say the father of country music, hillbilly music, western music, whatever you want to call it. And here he is. Now we're down here by the river walk, which is right down there. That's where we were in the opening of the video. And this is a really cool statue down here, paying tribute to one of the greatest songwriters of this particular genre, Hank Williams, 1923 to 1953. Tragically, he was only 29 years old when he passed away in the back of his car. And if we're lucky, I might be able to showcase that for you a little later in the video. Right down the street from this location is the Hank Williams Museum. And they typically don't allow photos or video or anything like that. But if we're lucky, we'll see if we can't pull that off for you. We'll try and at least highlight the car for you that he was riding in when he passed away. And it was actually his car. It wasn't just any car. Cadillac, to be exact. Very beautiful one. But there he is. And there's so much detail in this statue. I'm really digging the music notes on his pants there. I think that's pretty sweet. There's the man, larger than life. Now he moved here to Montgomery, I want to say when he was 14. Him and his mom Lily. And it was here in Montgomery where his career really took off. This is where he got his first radio show. The building where that wasn't too far from here at all. Might see if we can track that down for you as well. And obviously that studio is long gone. Kind of like the long gone Lonesome Blues. This is where he put his band together, the Drifting Cowboys. And then a little later in the video, we're going to end it at his gravesite. He's buried right here in Montgomery. Right there it says, Hank Williams Jr. wishes to thank the following for their special contribution in making this statue possible. And it was his son, Hank Williams Jr., who I would argue gave the best advice of all. And I actually want to give credit right here to another YouTuber, Days with Jordan the Lion, who also made a video about Hank Williams. And he even brought this up and mentioned it. But Hank Jr. said, if you want to know anything about my dad, just listen to his songs. And I believe that's true. If you know Hank Williams, and you're familiar with those songs, then you know he poured his heart and soul into everything he wrote. It wasn't hard to figure out what he was feeling. All right, so we have made it down Commerce here. And here we are at the Hank Williams Museum. It's the man right there. This is the outside of the museum. I've been here a few times before, and this is a really amazing place, so I highly recommend stopping by, paying respects. They got a little bit of something for everyone regarding Hank here. As I said earlier in the video, this is also where Hank's car is. Hank Williams Museum, Montgomery, Alabama. Now, those of you who don't know, this is the car where Hank Williams passed away, right in the back seat. He was found by his driver, Mr. Carr, and later pronounced in Oakhill, West Virginia. But if you want to pause the video, feel free to do that. There's a lot of amazing information here. This is it. Hank Williams, 1952 Cadillac. A huge thank you to the owner and the staff of the Hank Williams Museum in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm very grateful for their generosity in letting me capture this. And I encourage you all to make a stop here and pay your respects and come support this amazing museum. All right, guys. So we just finished up in the Hank Williams Museum there. I just want to give one more quick thank you to Beth, the owner, as well as all the staff at the Hank Williams Museum for allowing us to come in and take a quick peek at Hank Williams Cadillac. Typically they don't do that. They would rather you come and check out the museum for yourself and see it in person, which I highly encourage you to do. This is an amazing place. It's got some amazing memorabilia in here and artifacts from the Williams family. But definitely come and check it out. And this, you'll be glad that you did. This is an amazing museum, amazing people who work here and keep this place operational. So again, thank you so much to the staff, the owner, and the Williams family for making this stuff available. We're very grateful. The building that you are looking at, it's now called the King Williams Apartments, but back in the 1930s, it was home to the Jefferson Davis Hotel. You might say, okay, cool. Well, what's this have to do with Hank Williams? Well, right up there on the top floor is where the WSFA studio was. And as we mentioned earlier, Hank Williams actually performed on that radio station live. I want to say he started when he was around 14. This is when he was singing on the radio there. Now his mother, Lily Williams, moved her family to Montgomery in July of 1937. And she actually ran a string of boarding houses downtown. One of them was actually very close to here on Katoma Street. But here in the Jefferson Davis Hotel, like I said, that's where the studios for radio station WSFA was housed on that top floor. And by age 14, Hank was singing on that show. Right here in this building. And if you didn't know, WSFA call letters stood for the South's finest airport, since the station's first location was at Montgomery's airport. It's a nighttime beacon, would later inspire I Saw the Light, which, if you know Hank Williams, you know that song. I thought that was pretty cool piece of history here. And as far as I know, this building, I believe, is on the list of National Historic Landmarks, which means that if that's the case, it can't be torn down or destroyed, which is really cool. So, one last sight to show you before we get to the grave of Hank Williams. Now, I do want to mention what you're seeing right now has nothing to do with Hank at all, but it is in front of a very significant location. The town of Montgomery, formed on December 3rd, 1819, through the joining of New Philadelphia and East Alabama, is named for Major General Richard Montgomery, who was the first American general officer killed in America's War for Independence. Richard Montgomery, born in Ireland in 1738, died in Canada at the Battle of Quebec on December 31st, 1775. Montgomery was chartered as a city by Act approved December 23rd, 1837. This statue is erected in celebration of the bicentennial anniversary of the city of Montgomery in 2019. Pretty cool. But what I really want to show you is right across the street. And that's this building right here. So this absolutely has to do with the history of Hank Williams. And it's certainly a fitting location to showcase before ultimately ending at his gravesite. See, Hank Williams' funeral was held on January 4th, 1953, here at the City Auditorium in Montgomery, Alabama. And this funeral drew an estimated 20,000 to 25,000 mourners, making it the largest event in the city's history at that time. Roy Acuff is said to have performed I Saw the Light. Ernest Tubb singing Beyond the Sunset. But this was it. It was right inside there. Matter of fact, there's a well-known photograph from that day. If I can find it, I'll include it here. But you can see all the people lining the street here, from one end to the other. All here to pay respects. Like I said before, up to 25,000 people attended, with thousands waiting outside in the cold. So not everyone was able to get inside, but they still turned out to show their respects to Mr. Williams. But this was it. This is where Hank's funeral was held, before ultimately being laid to rest at Oakwood Cemetery Annex here in Montgomery, which is where we're finally heading next. I know I've said that a couple of times, but came across a couple of points of interest here that I thought only fitting to include. They said the massive turnout reflected Williams' immense popularity, drawing fans from all over the world to say goodbye to the country star. So with that being said, we're going to leave the place of Hank's funeral. We're going to pick back up and end it at his grave.
Lord, the sun lays down its weary head on this old porch I pace. My boots stir up the lonesome dust in this forgotten place.
All right, guys. So we have made it to the Oakwood Cemetery Annex, just 1 mile from the downtown of beautiful Montgomery, about a mile away from the Hank Williams Museum, where we made a stop earlier. And thanks to the owner and staff there, we were very graciously given permission to show you guys Hank Williams' 1952 Cadillac, which he passed away in. This is the final resting place. Hank Williams. Buried beside him is Audrey Williams. I've visited a lot of grave sites of different celebrities and musicians, etc. And some very nice resting places. But I have to honestly say, I've been here before. This isn't my first time. But this is one of the most beautiful resting places I think I've ever seen, in my opinion. It's very peaceful here. Sometimes you come here and you have people stopping by on road trips, taking photos, things, as they should, you know, as long as they keep it respectful. Off of the distance there, you have a little overlook down a hill. Right here it says Hank and Audrey. One thing that I definitely want to show you is right here. Please do not desecrate this sacred spot. Many thanks, Hank Williams Jr. I saw in an interview where people were coming by here and stealing vases and trying to chip away at the marble. And just really destroying the gravesite. But if you're going to come here, guys, come here to pay respects. Leave a thought or a word or a prayer. But don't take anything away but a memory. One thing I'll say, this is really nice AstroTurf here. And here you go. You got a guitar and a pair of boots. There you go. Hank Williams, 1923, 1953. Looks like some clouds, like sun rays coming down. And right here you have this real nice, I guess maybe like a bronze picture of Hank playing his guitar. And above that, it's praise the Lord, I saw the light. There you go, this beautiful sun right behind it there. Definitely fitting. The side of his tombstone here, or headstone rather, looks like music notes on the other side there. And then right here it looks like they've showcased some of his #1 hits. And Mansion on the Hill, Long Gone, Lonesome Blues, Your Cheating Heart, I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You. You got Lovesick Blues. And right here, you have a cowboy hat. It's very iconic for Hank. There's a song by George Jones, Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes? And he talks about the heart of country music still beats in Luke the Drifter. And you can hear it when he's saying, I saw the light. This is Men with Broken Hearts. Oh, that's a good one. I Just Told Mama Goodbye. You got a few more hits here that they've showcased. And of course, everyone knows, Hey Good Looking, What You Got Cooking? I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive. I don't think any of us will, buddy. Kalijah, The Lonely Indian, Jambalaya, and one of my favorites, Cold, Cold Heart. Take you around the back here. It's up here in the back of Hank's headstone. Thank you, darling. Thank you for all the love you gave me. There could be one no stronger. Thank you for the many beautiful songs. They will live long and longer. Thank you for being a wonderful father to Lucretia. She loved you more than you know. Thank you for our precious son. Of course, we all know who that is. And thank God he looks so much like you. And now I say, there are no words in the dictionary that can express my love for you. Someday beyond the blue, Audrey Williams. Now, Audrey is buried just to the side over here. In fact, we'll head over there, see what's on the back of hers. Looks like something from Hank Jr. Yep. Dear mother, you were always there when I really needed you. You were the one I counted on. When you died, my world changed. I felt lost. I owe everything to you and Daddy. There is no way to say I love you both enough. Your loving daughter, Lucretia. And then at the bottom, we got my dearest mother. You, like Daddy, left too soon. You have beautiful grandchildren. I will teach them about you. We miss you every day. Especially me. Your son, Hank Jr. And that just goes to show you that while we know Hank Williams and Audrey Williams as celebrities and singers and songwriters, they were people just like you and I. Their job happened to be music. But they were very much loved by more than just fans. Here's Audrey. Top of her headstone. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Of course, Hank says, praise the Lord, I saw the light. Wow. Now, for those of you that are fans of Hank Williams music, you'll know there's a very particular song called Ramblin' Man. And I suppose you could say that was part of the inspiration as well behind my YouTube name, Peaky Rambler. Not only is it because I ramble on and on and on, but it's also because I'm a traveler and a wanderlust. A lot of ways that song Ramblin' Man certainly speaks to me. He says I could settle down and be doing just fine till I hear an old trait rolling down the line. He's talking about how he hurries home and packs. There's something over the hill that he's got to see, and talking about if he doesn't go, he believe he'd blow his stack. He's got to move. But there's a line in that song that is very fitting for where we're at right now. In that song, Ramblin' Man, Hank Williams sings, "When I'm gone and at my grave you stand, just say God's called home, you're ramblin' man." Well, Hank, in honor of you and your iconic career and your contribution to music, and in respects to the lyrics you wrote in Ramblin' Man, as I stand here at your grave, I'll do just that. I'll say exactly what you requested. Hank, God's called home, my Ramblin' Man. And with that, guys, we're going to end it here. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on this journey with me today and paying respects to the iconic Mr. Hank Williams. We saw a lot today. I feel like we spent an entire day together, went on this journey. You know, we started down in the heart of Montgomery, at the riverfront. We got to stop by the amazing Hank Williams Museum. We got to see Hank's beautiful Cadillac, learn the story behind that. Again, thank you to the Hank Williams Museum for allowing that. I'm extremely grateful. You guys are amazing. And to any of you watching this video, I highly encourage you, if you're in the area, please stop by and show some love to the Hank Williams Museum. Stop by, say hello to Miss Beth, the owner. They were more than gracious with allowing me to come in and highlight a couple of the items there. So thank you again for that, guys. But on behalf of the channel here, if you enjoyed this video, please, we are still new. We're just getting off and running. All right. So I am doing this 100% for you guys. All right. I told you in my very first welcome video, if one person comments and says, hey, you know, I don't have the means to travel or go to any of these places, but I feel like I was there because of your video, then that makes it all worth it. And that's exactly why I'm doing this. This is nothing about fame. This is nothing selfish in any way. This is 100% for you. So if you like this content, then I invite you, please subscribe and follow my channel, because we're going to do more of these. I'm sure the longer I go and the more places I travel to, the better these videos will get. I'm 100% learning on the go. I've never done this before, not officially. So this has been a long time dream of mine, and it's finally a reality. But it's all because of you. And the success of this channel will only be thanks to all of you who watch. Otherwise, like I said before in one of the early videos, I'll just be some weird dude talking to himself. So thank you guys that have subscribed. Thank all of you who have liked, commented, and shared my videos. I'm extremely grateful with all my heart. It means the world to me. But as always, no matter where life takes you, always keep your head up, pull your brim down low, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.
Mm-hmm. Lord. The sun lays down its weary head on this old porch I pace. My boots stir up the lonesome dust in this